Hello everybody. I just wanted to give a short summary of my Honda Pioneer 1000-6. As you can see, it's a six-seater, and really the only modifications that I've made is I put a Ranch Armor roof on it with the light package. And the cool thing about the light package is that it has a control panel on the inside here where you can turn on and off either the front lights, either side light, or the rear lights. But what's really fantastic is you hit one button over here on the far right, and it says amber on it. You hit that button and the lights turn green. I'll patch in a video of that here momentarily so you can see what the green lights do. But they're really great for wildlife spotting, and I've really enjoyed that, running around with my kids and grandkids looking at wildlife. It's amazing. The deer that I've seen don't even pick up their head to see what's coming by. It's really remarkable. And then I guess the one other modification of significance would be the windshield. So it's a Fortress windshield. I like it. Ranch Armor put that on for me. Obviously I added these little mirrors to help me see when backing up. But it's been a good unit, and I've enjoyed it. I have one problem though with this unit, and what it is that for some crazy reason Honda forgot to put insulation, or chose not to put insulation in the rear seat there in that center panel. So between the upper backrest and the lower seat rest, there's a non-padded plastic part that separates you from the engine compartment below, and that thing gets crazy hot, and you don't notice it unless you're sitting back there or one of your guests or grandchildren are. And that's what I'm going to show you. Is I had a very unfortunate incident that happened back here where my granddaughter had that little pink water bottle sitting in that opening there in the middle seat. She was strapped in to the that right hand rear seat. She had her seatbelt on, and we were just driving around at very low speeds down country road. And she went to grab that water bottle, and it burned her hand, not needing emergency room or anything like that, but it did cause her to get very upset, crying hysterically. And when we touched the bottle ourselves, my daughter and I, we both realized that it was crazy hot. And it seems to be the worst spot is over here on the right side near where that bolt is. And that's where the metal band on this water bottle, here I'm gonna walk back to it, was touching. And so this metal piece was touching this lower area here in the back seat, right here. I can't even keep my hand on it. It's so hot right now from just driving around. And you're going to see that it gets up to 170 degrees. So you move to this side over here, and it's 120, 130, sometimes 140, depending on which part you touch. And so I posted something on a Honda forum, and several people, I could tell, didn't believe my issue. So I went and purchased one of these laser temperature gauges, and I tested it both on the lower part of the seat and on the front seat where it was 50 degrees cooler. So anyway, recognize we're in Texas here, hot days, 95 degrees, but there's no excuse for an inside compartment on a side-by-side getting to 170, 172 degrees. It's not safe for the passengers, and surely transporting 7-year-old grandkids in the back seat just doesn't make sense. So anyway, other than that, I love the vehicle, but I would strongly recommend that if you're considering buying one of these, prior to buying one, you make sure that Honda has corrected that issue. When I called Honda USA out in California and sent them an email complaining, they pretty much just said these units get hot and that's a normal course of business for their equipment. However, when you go on and you Google this, I think I put it in ChatGPT, there were numerous complaints about how hot this back seat gets. So anyway, I'd hold off buying one of these. I've ridden in the Polarises and the Can-Ams, the Kubotas. None of those get hot back here. The one big advantage that the Honda has is this extra room back here. They have a lot of room here in the back seat, which that was the reason I bought this 2024 in February. And with the exception of this burning hot rear seat that will harm somebody, it's been a good unit. So before you buy one, you either have Honda put the kit. I have noticed there's some aftermarket kits out there that you can buy and install, and I have now purchased one since Honda has blown me off. I've purchased one, and it says it takes 2 to 3 hours to install it, so I just didn't have that time today. I was out here doing some other work. So anyway, good luck, and Honda, I hope you guys get this right, because you've built a good unit here. You just got to correct harming passengers in the back seat. Okay, take care. Thanks, everyone. Okay, we're just looking at the temperature. It's 171 degrees right now. And this is ridiculous. This is inside. On this side, it's only 140, 147 across there, 151, 167, 175 right there. That's the part that burned Brooklyn. That's where her water bottle was sitting. 172, 168 gets cooler as you go over here. Still plenty to burn your hand. Luckily, my dog hadn't figured it out and has figured it out and doesn't have her tail over here. Look at that, 176 degrees. Okay, I'm trying to reenact what happened with the water bottle and my granddaughter. It looks like right here next to the bottom of the bottle, it gets up to 175, 174 degrees. It cools as you go higher across the back, cools to 140. Interesting that under the right side rear passenger seat, that panel only gets to 110 or something like that. However, you get over on the left side, it's the same. So it seems to be good insulation across there. The problem is right here above the engine, there seems to be no insulation protecting the passengers from the engine heat. Well, no wonder she cried. This thing's hot as can be. God, look at this. It's 100 and no, the bottle, the back side of the bottle is 160 degrees. No wonder she cried. It's now been exposed for 30 seconds to the outside air, but it's still over 140 degrees. It's ridiculous. Alternatively, you can see the driver's seat is 94 degrees, given the temperature outside's around that temperature. That explains that. I love the Ranch Armor control panel. I'd love to figure out a way to make it not rattle. Probably need to pull it off to add some insulation. Okay, I've confirmed that the total mileage on the vehicle is 151 miles. And the total hours on the vehicle are 26.4. So it's a very new machine, which only further upsets me that Honda will not work with me with this temperature issue. Here's the inside decibel volume when driving about 15 miles per hour. Here we are with Ranch Armor green lights. These are the wildlife lights, and they're awesome. It really lights up everything.